What's up, everybody? I hope you had a good holiday. It's been a few weeks since we posted another video. I've had some crazy stuff going on my end, but I hope you guys had a good Christmas, a good New Year, and you're ready to crush this year. With it being a new year, it's 2022. I wanted to make a video that kind of pertains to that and speaks about something going forward, and that thing is obviously high ticket sales, but specifically, what does 2022 look like for high ticket sales? How to dominate and make as much money as possible, because guys, that's our goal. That's why we're in business. That's why we're doing what we do, is to make as much money and as much impact as possible. So stick around to the end of this video. I have about 4 or 5 points for you guys, and you don't want to miss them. So guys, the first thing with dominating high ticket sales in 2022 is going to be your skill set, okay? What I mean specifically by that is the old-fashioned like car salesman type of sales is not going to work anymore. It didn't really work in the last year, and it's definitely not going to work in the future. Even if you sell door-to-door, or you sell insurance, or you sell something more corporate-y with that sort of old-fashioned style of sales, we really got to switch that up if you want to be as effective as possible going forward, especially if you want to get into really good high-ticket niches that are not like corporate sales or something like that, right? So the sales method that we love to use is called consultative selling, okay? You're not forcing a sale, or you're not telling people what to do. You're more so asking people questions to lead them into realizing like, oh, wow, like this is what I need to do. You know what I mean? That's called consultative sales. That's going to be massive going forward as the younger generations get older, as these older generations die out, and the market is kind of changing. The dynamic of everything is switching up to sort of a salesmen are bad and salesmen are pushy and whatever, to more so there are no such thing as salesmen. There are closers. The market doesn't really know what a closer is, but they book a call with you and you help them fix problems. You know what I mean? So that first and foremost is going to be one of the biggest things going forward that you have to change if you want to compete and dominate, and that is being able to sell consultatively and your skill set in that. Number 2 is going to have to be offers. So offers are obviously the most important part of sales. It doesn't matter how good you are if you sell a bad offer. And there's 3 main niches or sectors that I want to focus on this year for our closers, and that I would recommend that you guys focus on as well. And those are e-com, whether that's like high ticket e-com automation or something related to that. It's a great offer. The only thing there is make sure you work with a company that is reputable and gets people results. Okay. There are too many e-com automation scams out there. I just had a problem with one. Like it's a big deal. Don't be someone who closes for that offer and then ends up scamming a bunch of people inadvertently, because you can't really control their results, right? You're just closing. But make sure you work with someone reputable, and it is a great offer to sell. It's super high ticket. You'll make a lot of money. It's a good deal. Number 2 has to be SaaS. So not like a $10 a month SaaS or anything like that. And by the way, SaaS means software as a service if you're unfamiliar. But something like, for example, Alex Becker's company, Hyros. It's very, very high ticket. It solves a specific problem that people need solved, and they don't really have an option to work with anyone else. So it's a pretty easy sale, right? I booked a call with them because we're going to start running YouTube ads, and their sales guy was very consultative, did not try to push me into anything. Literally was like, yeah, like, what are you dealing with? Do you have ads up? How do you need to track? Whatever. And sent me a link, and I will sign up here in probably about a month once this new VSL is done. So if you can find companies to sell for that are high ticket SaaS products, that's a very, very good solution, because you can do it at scale. They typically spend a lot more on marketing than another company because their solution is already built. Like once you build a SaaS, you just make sure the SaaS works. You know what I mean? It's not like a custom service. It's custom tailored, and you can only work with so many people at a time. So the margin allows for them to spend more on marketing, which means more calls for you, which means more money for you as a closer. And the third is coaching and consulting. That's kind of my bread and butter. I love it. Like obviously Closer Cartel is a sort of coaching consulting offer, and our guys are making like 10K a month, and it's pretty easy. They work a couple hours a day because people want what we have. I'm a good face of the company, so our marketing is great. People book a call, they already know what's going on, and our closer's job is very easy. So if you take that as an example, if you want to make a lot of money as a closer this year, Coaching and consulting is pretty easy. You work with someone who's reputable, gets great results, has a great program, and then you simply are helping people make decisions, and that's very easy. The third thing that I want to talk about, if you want to make a lot of money this year in sales, is something outside of sales. So the reason we love high ticket sales and high ticket closing is cash flow. It cash flows better than anything else on the market. It cash flows better than an agency. It cash flows better than e-com. It's simply the best, okay? You can make about 30K a month to 50K, all the way up to 100K, but that's like solar or something else, with minimal time involved compared to other businesses, and you're still cash flowing 100% profit, okay? But what I want to talk about is, what do you do with that cash flow? And this is a opportunity that I see in 2022 that if you take advantage of properly, can set you up for the next couple of years, and you'll probably become a millionaire in the next couple of years. And that opportunity is crypto. So guys, if you invest in crypto already, you already know what I'm talking about. If not, you should definitely be paying attention, because crypto is the greatest opportunity of our life to create generational wealth. You can take a couple $100,000 invested properly and turn that into multiple 7 figures without even like having to hit an extremely lucky break. Obviously, there is a bit of luck involved, if you want to call it that. It is research based, and you have to understand what you're investing in. But guys, the way the market's set up now, I think we're going to go into a little bit of a bear market this year. Maybe after Q1, maybe after January, I don't know. But that presents the best buying opportunity that we've had in our lifetimes. Like, we're just coming into a ton of money. And if you deploy that money the right way, especially in something like crypto, we can take our net worths from like hundreds of thousands to multi 7 figures in a very, very short amount of time. A couple of sectors I love in crypto: DeFi, gaming is going to be massive as well. And then this metaverse / NFT stuff. I just dropped $20,000 into something called NFT Worlds yesterday. The coin is WRLD. I honestly think it's a great hold. So you can check that out as well. But that's number 3. And finally, guys, number 4 is I want to talk about the landscape of high ticket sales going forward, right? And I have some notes here. Guys, college is going away. People are avoiding the normal 9 to 5. Crypto is getting bigger. The metaverse, online, everything is getting more important. And the younger generation is starting to take action on these things. So what does that mean for us in high ticket sales? Guys, I think that means, one, it's an amazing thing for us, okay? There's not going to be a shortage of high ticket sales opportunities, but I think what it does mean is we're going to be making a lot more money than in the past. And that's only going to get better every single year, because the more we go online and the more education and the path, or like the 9 to 5 type thing, goes away, the more money we make, because we are the barrier between these people and getting into programs, or getting into software companies, or getting into whatever it is that you sell. You are the bridge between the two. And the more people that try to cross that bridge, the more money you can make in between the two, okay? So I think there's never been a better time to get into sales. Our guys, I'm seeing the results in our community. It's only getting bigger. We've got 18-year-old kids making like $10,000 a month. And I want you guys to realize, $10,000 a month, you used to have to go to college and spend like 50, 60 grand on a degree. And maybe you would make that like your second or third year working. These kids are 18 years old and are making $10,000 a month working with really, really cool businesses and learning from the business owners, and maybe they're being mentored by them. Like, there's all kinds of possibilities there. But the point I'm making is, there's never been a better time. It's only going to get bigger. And it's probably only going to get easier, because as people desire these things, we don't really have to sell them. We kind of just help them make decisions and help them get over fear, which at the end of the day, if you sell a good offer and you're a high ticket closer, that's all you do anyway. You know what I mean? So guys, I hope this is a very informative video. Not a super tactical one, but genuinely, I think there's never been a better time to get in. If you can cash flow as much money as you possibly can these next 12 months and deploy that cash, 70-80% of it, into crypto, and research the best things to get into, and obviously learn from people who are experts in that field, I think we have the best opportunity to kind of take ourselves from where we're at to multi 7 figures. So hope you guys love this. We're going to be pumping out a ton of content this year, and I'll actually make an update video on what we're doing this year, because we have some really big plans. But thank you guys as always. I appreciate you very much. I got a lot of messages from a loss that we had this past week. from you guys and some very kind words. So I appreciate you as always. Let me know if you like this video, and I'll see you next week. Peace.